nod.
No blood.
It is. It's the black nod.
If we could do that on code, why aren't we, when we need to move together, we ain't moving together?
Because the nod is gone then.
How many things are you asking at once? What's the
nod first.
The nod, we answered that. We answered that. It's the black acknowledgement.
That's it.
The black man.
That's it. Not everybody has their own. Go on, sis.
It's not just black men. It's black people. Period.
But women do that. Women don't do that, man. I don't see you girls nod that.
Hello, you're right. I question that a little bit.
Women don't do the nod.
It depends, because you can be in the same vicinity and not see intentionally as women.
Of course.
So I think men are more open to seeing each other and acknowledging. Depending on where women are, I don't see you because I don't want to see you, because why in that space? I think women are a bit more.
You don't do it. You don't do
it. Lift up.
I'm saying to men.
I
see a man. I see a black man, especially in a white area.
Oh, so you as a black woman?
Yeah, as a black woman.
You do
it. I see a black man, whether he's a cleaner, whether he's in a suit, whether he's wherever I am.
Or do you do it for black women?
No.
Depending on reception.
Which is what men is saying.
Instant vibe.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
And it's not a nod, it's a smile or a
acknowledgement.
That smile there, if you ever saw it.
On the smile.
The nod belongs to the black man.
Yeah, the nod is a black man.
This is the point.
If you relate, you relate, and if you don't, then keep it moving. But
so to answer your question,
what does it mean to you?
Why do you do it?
As a sign of respect, to say I see you.
Yeah,
I see you. I'm with you, and I see you. And if anyone tries something right now, I'm with you. And if the car hit you and I'm never walking past, and whatever happens right now, no, there's a nod of respect and acknowledgement.
Okay.
But it does belong to the black man. I will say, from my opinion, it's not a black woman to black woman thing. It belongs to the black man.
It belongs to the black man.
Yeah, what do you see?
We're going to nod to a woman. We'll smile, if that.
They don't do that.
We don't nod.
They don't even do that.
I didn't acknowledge the woman
in the toilet.
We'll smile. If depending on the.
But I've been on some TikTok lives recently, and the discussions were around colorism within black women, and what the description of colorism is, what the definition is, what it means. And so I feel like there's a lot of layers in terms of black women and our interactions. However, when it comes to men, it seems like those certain layers are just removed, and it's just are you black, are you not? Do I recognise it? Do I not?
Okay.
Some light-skinned people may not know that and obviously not acknowledge it, but if you do, you get the reception. I've never nodded at a black man and not received a sign of respect back.
She's going on the pod next time, you know. Because she's going, I don't do cameras and that, but she's going to be on the pod.
But she said it. And she said what you know. Yeah, 100% technically.
No, but remember, I'm doing my dissertation of University of Toilet. And because this is my study, when I was in the toilet.
What did you just say?
My University of Toilet.
Dissertation on what?
No, I've done
my dissertation on the nod.
So what you're doing right now?
So when I was in the toilet, this is what I do. I think of things, and then I think, I put it out to the man then, and then I'm doing a dissertation in. But my thing is that every man that I've spoke to or put it out to, I've come up with different concept.
Alright, so are we getting to answer it?
Yeah, go on then.
Alright, cool. I went first last time.
No, he did.
Alright, cool. Oh, you said a sign of respect.
Yeah, but then again, we have that code.
She said.
So we have that code.
Yeah.
Right, so where we do it, but we can't collectively work together on code.
But that's a different question, man.
Right.
Yeah, it's a different question.
But I would
that's why Danny was. No, but hold on.
I'm like, why can't we?
Give my shit.
How can we do that? But then, you want to
give my shit. No, wait.
So why should eyes look like that?
Also,
to me, go on.
Based on vicinity, we're in the same vicinity. If I could see you, that means we're in the same place. That means we're in agreement with certain things. In terms of black men, there are area codes. There are all sorts of things that affect connection. Whereas when you're in the same vicinity, I'm walking past you, it's close enough for us to understand that we're in the same zone and we're probably on the same
mindset, energy.
As a result of
that.
Understood.
So I'm in agreement, like you're saying most of what I would say. I'd say it's definitely respect.
100.
Definitely I see you.
100.
So when I'm nodding, I see you. Obviously you're not thinking all of these things in the moment. We naturally do it. But I see your pain. I see your struggle. I see you're doing your thing because I'm doing my thing. And
that's all in the moment.
It's all in the
like on the real. Like think about what Danny's saying.
It's all in the.
It's just a nod.
Yeah.
And he's saying, I see your pain. I see your struggle. I see you. Didn't it? Like it's all of that. Carry on, Danny. Sorry.
And also, It's a bit of a. I don't know if safety is the right word.
No, all of it. Say all of it, bro, because
it almost sounds a bit soft.
But don't forget. Remember, I always tell you about this thing.
Yeah.
This soft thing is a mindset. Yeah. To be vulnerable doesn't make you soft. To be vulnerable is strength.
Yeah. All right. So it's a case of like, because we can obviously, you don't know where I'm from. I don't know where you're from. You don't know who's this guy.
But you're here.
The nod just shuts it down. It's
100%.
Just like, well, it's calm. It's cool. I might be big. You might be big. No. Yo, brother. It just instantly just diffuses any potential thought or anything. Just, I see you, I'm in this with you. Can't do your thing, bro. Yeah, man, big up. Sometimes the nod can escalate. Yo, brother, yeah, man, big up. And you just keep it moving. When you go there, now you're like, yeah, that's a mature thing. Yeah, man, big up, man. It changes your day still. It changes your day. So yeah, it can mean so much.
One guy said in particular, anybody under 30 doesn't happen. So when you reach over 30, you start
depending on the particular individual, because there are certain people under 30 that understand it, because certain people it's experience. It's not like age is one thing, but experience is another thing. Because age, we can all say someone over 30, we know that they've experienced a lot, but there are some people that 30 that we just know they still don't get it. And there are certain people under 30 where it's like, oh, they get it. Like, how old are you, babe?
27.
She's 27, she's under 30, but she just described exactly what we were talking about. So she gets it.
Dad, though, it's like granddad.
It is a brought up, but that's my point. It's experience.
She grew up here, yeah.
No, but it's experience. You understand?
Nature and nurture.
Yeah, because like as much as we want to say that our environment and everything obviously bring us up, and it does. There comes a time in your age where you need to take responsibility and accountability for your brought up scene, for how you show up now in the world. Because sometimes a brought up scene, can be a negative or a positive. And a lot of times
is that brought up scene a word.
Yeah. In black people terms, we say just a brought up scene. How you get brought up. So it's a brought up scene. You never heard that one?
No.
I thought you would have heard that.
I don't reckon it's a word.
But don't say English.
Are you saying it's actually a word?
Brought up,
I've never heard it.
No, as in you've never heard that. Okay, I respect it.
I understood it, and I was like, yeah, man, I'm rocking with it. But I didn't know.
It's an actual term. Yeah, like say, hey, you brought up sin alright. No, you get bring up right. You brought up sin nice. Yeah, definitely.
Education.
That's a definite. Yeah, education. You see, when it's not with an E, it's with a H. Education. You know, you have to throw it up there. No, you know.
The other element is that I will put it on code. There's a lot that you said in there, but I still feel we do things without having the method behind the madness that we do.
Well, Maxi, that's because you're a man who is definitely. I'm not going to use the word trying because I don't do them things. Is definitely making active effort to be a part of the community and be a part of the change that you want to see in the world. So you're talking about your own individual work, right? And because you move in a certain way as an individual, not that you expect that of everyone else, but you kind of go, well, no one else is doing that. You're kind of, it's not an expectance, you know what I mean? It's not an expectation, but it's also like, what? Am I the only one? Because you're out here going, I'm about the community. I'm trying to ensure that young people ain't killing no one, that dads are on the map, that mums understand that we're together. You're out here doing things, as are we. I'm just talking about Max as an individual. You're out here doing certain things, but because, like, you gotta understand, Maxi, there are different people in a protest, for example. There's people that's on the front line, there's people that's gonna be in a megaphone, there's people that's gonna be on the back line, there's gonna be people that wanna stand just on the line. I'm not really sure. There are so many different people within the protest line. But you're thinking that everybody's on the same line as you in the protest line. I don't mean it like as in you are, like as in a bad way. I'm just saying that sometimes we think, why is no one else like me? There are, but not everyone. Like, everyone is different.
So you're asking what? Because I kept cutting you before to get one question at a time. So now you're
the nod, we understand. The nod, everybody's had their own interpretation of nod.
Yeah.
Despite that, I still feel now I've made people think about the nod. Before we just do it without thinking. Do you get what I'm saying? We don't have. Are we really our brother's keeper, or is it just a thing that we're just doing it for the sake of it? It's just become a habit. Do you get what I'm saying? So now we're putting meat on it. But I always believe there's a method behind the madness. Same way I was telling some youths, man. I don't know if this is true or not, but you come up and spud me. I said, do you know where that come from? I said, you don't know me from Adams, and I've come to handshake you. He said, nah, I want a spud. I said, where did the spud come from in the first place? Because it's all good you're doing that, but you don't know where it come from. Then he's like, whatever. I said, the same way you're distance, you're complaining about school. Where does school come from? If you ever researched it, where did education originate from in the first place? Why do you have to go to school? At least research it so you can have an argument. Do you get what I'm saying? So the spud, I've been told, this is just my view, a normal way to a Greek person with a handshake, innit? Good firm handshake, boom, 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 boom. With the spud, it was from slavery days where someone stole something and then they damaged they'll mash up their hand, innit? So the only way they could actually
do the handshake
it's like that. Okay. So that's where it come from in the first, and it's just a thing that's just carried on. So obviously when I told the boys, like, oh, I didn't know that, but we don't know. But there's so many things we do without no method, like we just do it auto. And I thought this nod thing, I'm thinking, wow, we can do it auto, but then why can't we do it auto when a 14-year-old boy get licked down? Like we should be supporting the family, we should be out there on the road, we should be not having none of this, we should be on a, you get me? Even though there's so much to that story, I'm just talking, the girl got licked down in Croydon. That, but we should, I don't know, I'm just like, yeah, I'm confused with it. I'm a bit confused with it.
So why don't we take the head nod and the unity beyond a head, beyond the head nod and work together?
Why can't we be on code? If that's on code now and it's a normality, why can't we be normality?
Do you know what, maybe, are you about to say something?
I was going to say, Bratapsi. Who taught you how to shake rather than spud? Who showed you that? Was it Bratapsi or was it you by yourself that's that?
Part and parcel. Part and parcel.
If no one's ever shaken your hand before,
how would you know different?
This is the thing.
There you go.
But you got to understand that, like,
you check this autopsy though, bro. I don't know if it sounds mad.
No, it's a thing. It's a thing. Remember, 3 of us, we out you there. And to be fair, Danny got it. Yeah, when we heard it or not, Danny was like, that makes sense. So even if it's like, I've never heard that before. Oh, it's an actual thing. The reason why it makes sense is because you're going, oh, you get brought up. See, come black people, we always ad-lib. We always ad-lib. There's always a seasoning.
Dictionary. Is it in a dictionary?
No, it's not in
the dictionary.
It's in the Jamaican dictionary.
So it's a word, but it's not a word.
Come on. It's a word that we understand.
Yeah. You see. Now watch. This is
English word.
Now watch. This right here is why we can't get past the nod.
Because why?
Because we start to get lost in that. No. I'm not rushing. No, we're him. No. We start to get lost in. Yeah, but I don't really. Yeah, no, but that's not. So it's like, bro, we're not getting lost in the definitions of everything. From she said brought up, see, and we understand it. Let's move forward with that.
Yeah, the funny thing is, who was the person that questioned it? It's way back again. So I said it 2-3 times, and we was like, yeah. We gotta check this word.
No, but you see what I'm saying? You see, no, but what you're doing right now is still a thing.
What I was gonna say was,
Ragu Zulu Rebel.
The episode of Ragu Zulu Rebel, he was like you're talking about, we don't do this and that. Like, imagine the other day we was all together, no, but that doesn't happen. And he's like, but it did. So what I'm gonna say is, why don't we work together and blah blah blah? What are we doing though?
Yeah, no, 100.
So you're talking about the people that are not, but we can't really. What can we do with them right now?
There you go. Well done, Dan.
So why are you ignoring? Man? But you're kind of ignoring the ones that do, innit?
It's not. It's just a wake up.
It's not. But that's why we're here.
And that's what I do when I'm on my toilet. University of
I don't want to hear you keep talking about your toilet.
You want more. You want more people.
I think we should be waking up now. I think by now.
No, but Maxi, we are
300 man them standing every brother.
Maxi, we are.
If you called 300 man right now, I know you can get them.
Not to the way I want them to be.
No. You see, get 300 man.
I hate you.
You got mad. You see what I'm saying? You see this? To the way you want them is the issue. You can't have people to where you want them. Have them to where you need them.
Yeah.
Right? Needs surpass wants. All day, every day. You understand? The problem is that we're always, I'm gonna look directly in the camera. The problem is that we're always thinking about what it is that we want over what we need.
Word.
Yeah? What we want doesn't surpass what we need.